What up, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday to you. We ready to get this party started and have this conversation for all of my aspiring authors out there. It's your girl, Sheree Robin, Simon & Schuster best-selling author, editor, publisher, literary coach, all that jazz. But we getting right to the nitty-gritty today. Like, I really want to jump into this conversation because being an editor, being a writing coach, my inbox is flooded every day for years, right? Every day, every week, every month, there's always someone in my inbox, always a message in my DMs, always someone wanting to schedule a consultation to ask some very simple questions, right? It's usually just one specific question. And it's like, how do I start? Right? Do I start? I have this book idea, Sheree. I have this story I want to tell. I want to use my experiences to bless somebody else. I want to use my book to open up opportunities and really position me for, credibility and expertise and infinite opportunities that come to me. And I want to do all of these things, but I don't know how to get started. Right? So how do I start? So I want to give you a very quick rundown of three important pieces that I think are left out of the equation, right? The amount of writers that I meet who skip these steps are often not getting to the finish line, or even when they do get to the finish line, it's a trash book. Right? Book is subpar. So there's three essential pieces that I want you to understand and process and hold on to when it comes to getting started. And the first one is this: make a damn decision. Right? Make a damn decision. You have to decide. Right? Writing a book is going to come with a multitude of options and choices. And can you put this chapter here, or should I organize it this way? How do I make this thing work? The sooner that you understand and appreciate the fact that you are going to have to make a series of tough, bold decisions in order to move this book forward, the easier it's going to be for you to do that. What happens a lot of times is that people get analysis paralysis. They get overwhelmed with ideas. They get flooded with these possibilities of how things could happen. Somebody says something to me at a conference. I think I could do this too, right? There's all of these other things that people are thinking about doing, or that come into your mind, especially, if you're a believer and you want to write a life-changing book. Immediately there's going to be distractions. Immediately there's going to be things that derail you from this process. You have to make an executive decision and decide that you are going to stand on business no matter what. Right? That means no wishy washy, no flaky, no, I'm going to write when I feel like it. It means you make a damn decision to write this book. You make a decision to make tough choices and you get it done. Make a decision, right? That is huge. If you don't know how to decide, you will always be in limbo, moving whichever way the wind blows. Make a decision. Okay. That's number one. Number two is determine what you want, right? Determine your own ROI. What do you want as a result of this work that you're doing? You're going to put so much energy into creating this product. If you don't know what you want as a result, like if you don't see the outcome in front of you, then every time something comes to distract you, you're going to be easily pulled aside because you haven't locked in and focused on the results. Right. So if you set into your mind and say, this is the outcome that I'm after, I'm going to write this book that helps women heal from domestic violence. I'm going to write this book that shows men that it's possible to be a strong father. Right. Whatever those things are, you're going to determine what you want that result to be. You want to bless their lives. You want to make a whole lot of money, right? Whatever that thing is that you want, write it down. Say it out loud. Like write the vision and make it plain. So you have an actual idea of where we're going with this. So when things get shaky, you can remember why we're on this road in the first place, right? What the actual outcomes are that you are after. So do that intentional work in the forefront. So many people just sit down and start writing and never figure out what they actually want, right? That you want to write a book that's going to bless somebody else. Okay, well, that's intentionality in the book. Or you want to write a book that just tells your story, right? That's a whole different process. So you can't just jump in and start without knowing where we're going. Determine your return. Okay, that's number two. Number three, this is a huge one. All of them are big, but this is like monumental. Determine who this is for, right? Who is this conversation for in the first place? You're going to write a book, spend all of this time putting it together, creating the outline, doing the work inside the chapters, getting it edited, getting it published and launched, all of these pieces that you're going to do, but you don't have any clue who you're going to sell it to. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How does that work? It doesn't. That's not how this process works. You have to determine who you are writing a book for before you start writing the book. This is the hiccup that I see as a writing coach and an editor and a publisher. How many people come to into relationship with me, or try to come into relationship with me, and have a book done and the book is subpar, right? When we do a developmental edit, either myself or my team, immediately we can look in there and say this book was written with nobody in mind, right? You wrote this book thinking solely about yourself. There's nothing in here that connects to my reader. Do you even know your reader? Do you know what their pain points are? Do you know what they're struggling with? Have you identified how your book is going to solve a problem for them? Or did you just start writing because somebody told you that your story was good and you should write a book? If you felt like you just wanted to write, then you should journal. But if you're going to write a book that's going to be impactful and change somebody's life, then you need to understand who this person is, and how your book is going to bless them and change their lives. If you can't do that part, then you can't write a book. Or you could write a book, but you can't write a book and claim that it's going to be beneficial for somebody else. Right? You can't write a book and say, oh, this book is going to change your perspective, it's going to give you new ways to see things, if the only person that you're focused on in the book is you. Right? You have to think about it like this. Your reader is the hero, right? They are the hero in the story. If they don't walk away with a win from what you've done, from the work that you've compiled here, then it's a loss, right? The reader doesn't benefit. So if you want somebody to exchange their hard-earned money for this product that you created, it better be beneficial for them, right? It better have a win in store for them. And you can only give your audience a win if you know who the heck they are. So do the research, determine who this thing is for. You can't just start writing and just go, oh, I'm going to write everything that ever happened to me, and I sure hope somebody likes it. That's, what are you doing? Like this, that is a setup. That is a surefire way for you to fail. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I want you to take that part of it, the research part of it, the audience understanding part of it, and put it very high on the bar of things that you need to do before you start writing. Okay? Y'all got that? This is how we start, right? It's not just sit down and brainstorm and let it come to you. No, you want to write something effective and strategic, then first and foremost, you got to decide you're going to do this thing. That you are sticking to this hell or high water. It doesn't matter. You're getting it done. Then you got to determine what you want, determine your return. What is the outcome that you want from this? And then determine who this is for. Who are we going to sell this to? Who are we preparing and packaging this for in the first place? Do that work first. 10 times easier to actually write the book. Y'all got it? Was that good for you? I hope so. Hope it makes sense for you. If it does, make sure that you like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. And make sure that you register for my upcoming masterclass. The link is in the bio below. Grab that registration so I can continue to teach you some more information about how we're going to write valuable books to change lives. Y'all got that? Be blessed. Have a great one. And I'll see you in the next video.